Yeah, this situation is about to get a lot worse. It is about to get a lot worse. And like, I'm not the first person. I might be the first person to say it, but the WNBA not punishing Angel Reese or Paige Bueckers is fine. I actually don't, because they were clearly joking. It's clearly a wager between two athletes, and from a league perspective, it like it didn't change anything in the game. Optically, however, this is not good. You have got professional sports bettors, and these people are some of the most unhinged people in the world that are essentially calling this league rigged, demanding like the big betting company getting their money back. It's one of those things again, where now you've got mainstream involved in this in a way of these players like basically went out of their way and are to gamble on a game. To say the players in other leagues aren't doing this, for the league to post it and players talking about it, and those who are like, oh, Caitlin Clark bet on last year's All-Star game. One, they said, oh, maybe there's a friendly bet before the game, before that game. One, Caitlin Clark didn't play. Two, it didn't say who it was with. And three, her response was not yes or no. Her response was no one followed through with anything. So it is what it is. These two, not only that, if it was just the All-Star game, it's one thing. But they doubled down and said, oh, it is like, we're gonna have double or nothing Wednesday, and you've got Angel Reese, who's so fucking dumb. Sorry, Angel Reese is not dumb. I'm not going to use the word dumb, but Angel Reese, she is extremely smart in a lot of ways. But there are in some ways, Angel Reese, I'll say she doesn't help herself. She doesn't help herself at all. Like, obviously this video it's not the smartest thing to be doing on camera, first of all. But again, you don't expect the WNBA to push it. So that's one thing. But even after this becomes a bigger deal, she's just constantly talking about 400, 400, 400. She's tweeting about her $400. It's now one of those things where I'm like, this is going to get bigger. This is absolutely going to get bigger. This is not the end. I don't think people realize you have now got mainstream media talking about how WNBA players are betting on their games, on their own games. There is no outcome. There is no way that there is no repercussions. The league, I don't think, should be the ones to enforce it at this stage. If this could have been swept under the rug, the league just didn't fucking post it. And by the way, I don't believe that this is necessarily the fault of either Paige Bueckers or Angel Reese. Because if you think that players obviously aren't having friendly wagers, even to the extent of if friends play against each other and they're staying over in the city and they're going out for dinner afterwards, winner buys loser, winners pays for the loser's food. Like, if you think shit like that doesn't happen, you're naive. If you think multi-millionaires putting $100 here and there on their games doesn't happen. The problem is that it explicitly says in the CBA, any player found by the commissioner after hearing to being guilty, being guilty of wagering directly or indirectly or offering or attempting to wager money or anything of value in the outcome, score, or any other aspect of any WNBA competition shall, in the sole discretion of the commissioner, be subject to a fine, suspension, and or dismissal and disqualification. Obviously, discretion of the commissioner. The commissioner said, nah. The commissioner decided, nah, I'm not going to punish them. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the commissioner deciding not to punish either of these players, because the league office are the ones that fuck them. But the problem is, even though, yeah, I don't really care what they've done, I think any rational person will know that, sure, they absolutely did something illegal. But, like, let's be real. Like, I don't know if, for you guys watching with ad block, I don't know the legality of that. I don't know the legality of certain things. Heck, I've jaywalked in places in America where it was illegal to jaywalk because there was no cars anywhere in sight or anyone anywhere in sight. Most of us have done some things that are technically, letter of the law, illegal in life. Like, we've all done some of these things. And at the end of the day, this is nothing. It's not affecting the outcome of a game. The problem is that any excuse to put a league into disrepute, you have got so many people in gambling, and these people are relentless. These people are unhinged. If people are complaining about Fever fans, no, the gamblers are unhinged. They're unhinged. And now it's at the stage where it's like, well, I don't know. Like, you've got the gamblers constantly talking about this under every NBA prop, WNBA prop. You've now got people saying that Angel Reese is, like, legitimate, like, proper gamblers saying that Angel Reese might be point shaving because she's so bad at layups. They're like, well, we know she puts wagers on games with other players. So how do we know she's not point shaving? She's not. She's not. And if I'm wrong, I will not only admit it, I will make an entire video apologizing to everyone. If Angel Reese is done for point shaving, I will make a 20-minute long video apologizing to every one of you conspiracy theorists. And I'll call myself the conspiracy theorist for believing that Angel Reese is actually this bad at layups on purpose. Or she's this bad at layups just by chance. That being said, look, this whole situation is really bad. It is really bad. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, the punishment, like, if this was another player, the punishment would be bigger. I don't think it would. Because, if we're being honest here, on a scale of 1 to 10, on a morality level, how bad is what they've done? Like, 1. 0.5, maybe even a 0. But look, they got caught because the league caught them. And I don't think the league want to punish them for something that they got caught because of their fucking social media account. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. But all I'm going to say is expect this to get worse. Expect a lot more talk about this. Expect this one. This is a story because of how bad sports betting has gone. Because of how bad sports betting is and how much of a detriment sports betting is, and for some people how sports betting has overtaken their lives and everything, and how it's overtaking sports. This is going to be a much bigger story than anything, and this is going to be something that stays. The WNBA players betting on their own game. There's a world where the WNBA have their hands forced to suspend both of them for the season. Like, an NFL player lost $10 million for betting $1,500 on games he wasn't playing in while he was injured. And he had no impact in. This is public. This is a given. And WNBA said these players were joking about it. Angel Reese doubling down, saying, I'm getting my $400, and them physically showing the cash that was exchanged between one and the other. This could get bad. This could get bad. And I really hope, for the sake of, you know, all of our sanities, that it doesn't. It's not worse, because let's be real, they were just having a little bit of fun. But I have a weird sneaky feeling this is going to get worse. Does the nuclear option happen that both of them get suspended for the season? I think it's very unlikely. Do they even get punished again? I don't know. But I feel like there's going to be a hell of a lot more outside pressure once the gamblers start to pick up on this now than it would be otherwise. And by the way, all it takes is one prosecutor to just, again, I don't even know how the legal system works over there, but my guess would be that all it's going to take is one prosecutor seeing this and be like, you know what, it's as clear as day. Do we have a case? Do we have a case against these two players? And I'm like, I hope nothing happens because it was just banter. This isn't over. I'm not saying I think anything else can happen. This is not over. I'm telling you, it's not over.